Hi! You might have heard the saying, trust arrives on foot but leaves on horseback. It's a famous quote from Johann Thornbecker, a 19th century Dutch politician. And of course it's saying that trust takes a long time to establish, but is quickly lost. It's something that I think we all understand innately. And we all know how important trust is in business and society. But to me, the bigger issue is maybe not to recognize the importance of maintaining trust, but to understand how we define trust and how we resolve this down to specific obligations and responsibilities. Earlier this year, Jack Vernon and I at IDC worked with our security and trust colleagues, Duncan Brown and Ralph Helkenberg, to look at the role of ethics, trust, and privacy in the context of what IDC calls the future of intelligence. As part of this, we looked at how the issue of trust is evolving and how this is going to inform the investments that organizations will have to make as they seek to become more data-driven. Now, when technology people talk about trust, it's very often a conversation focused on information security. It's all about whether we can trust that a machine or a system is dependable and reliable in its storage and processing of data. There's a lot of discussion about zero trust security frameworks and approaches, which work from the assumption that no system or individual can inherently be trusted. And therefore, it's all about enforcing authentication and authorization and validation continuously everywhere. And this is really important thinking and work. But is it broad enough? And as we found out in our recent research, the answer is no. In fact, the business view of trust is much broader and all-encompassing, and it's inherently built around how customers come to trust organizations. Now, as you can see here, customers build trust in organizations when those organizations meet promises that are either made explicitly or that are implicit because they're reflected in common practices or expectations. It's not about just protecting information and privacy. It's also about being transparent, delivering on business commitments, and fixing things well when they go wrong. Now, you might wonder why I'm contrasting these two perspectives of trust. And the reason is that we already know that the mega trend of digital transformation demands that technology and business teams become much more tightly integrated and aligned. When digital transformation is on the agenda, technology teams are increasingly on the hook, not only for parochial tech outcomes, but end-to-end business outcomes. And this is the same for trust. Tech teams need to understand this much more customer-centric view of trust. And as organizations seek to become more data-driven, they need to think really, really carefully about how technology can help deliver on a trust agenda much more holistically. Just to give you one example, how can technology teams help ensure that key operational business processes are followed consistently? That is part of enabling that broader business trust agenda. But it's not just about tech security or privacy. We'll be coming back to this topic in future episodes. I'm hoping to get the whole research team on very soon to talk about our wider findings. In the meantime, I'd love to know, have you seen an example of a tech team that really embraces this more customer-centered view of business trust? Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share, and I will see you again soon. Take care.